individual results may vary. There's no guarantee that past performance will be indicative of future results. Invest wisely.
I want to talk to you about cryptocurrency. Did you know that if you invested $10 in Bitcoin,
special.
Dong, kalma lang dong. Sabi tatanong dali.
Sa ito, special.
Alam mo, dali, relax na. Ang tawad mo din. Naglit na anak. Sila walay, ano sa kinabuhi nila. May plano. Kalma lang dong. Napansin sa'yo ka.
Special people.
next weekend in Orlando, Florida, talk about a hot ticket now, along with his 12-year-old son, Charlie. This will be Tiger's first golf tournament since nearly losing his leg in a California car crash back in February. Amazing.
It's amazing how far he's come this fast. I think a lot of people are shocked by that return so quickly. We'll see how he does, but I still think the greatest story that is emerging from all this is the relationship he has with his son.
Ada nagpuyo yung umahan.
And
Huh?
12 years old, he's a
Ano sa
fantastic
ipuyo?
golfer. And he's fun
Kani?
to watch both of them together.
Kampe?
And we will.
Dool ni sa ano, di ba? Dool ni sa
Roe v. Wade is now in the
sa
hands of the Supreme
Alvord.
Court with the decision due next
Oh.
year. But
Oh,
California
ano,
officials
dito
say
sila
Ano sa dali?
action before that. Governor Gavin Newsom's leading efforts to reimburse
Okay, mali ano ko?
Californians who
Guba
come
ang
to
balay.
California seeking an abortion.
Di siya
Okay.
sa'yo.
Is live at the Justice Department with more on that.
Kaso nga lang permente na diha ma-ransakan ang sakyanan ang decision. Yung mga tiguwag na puyo
They are
diya.
not waiting. They want to promote themselves, pro-choice advocates in California as an abortion sanctuary. Governor Gavin Newsom actually said in a recent interview, and I quote, "will be a sanctuary" when talking about the potential for out-of-staters to come into California if Roe v.
Discount na
Wade is overturned. California will likely keep abortion in the state. It's known as a liberal state. This is something that is possible if the Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade, that may happen with a conservative majority. Just last week, the 9 justices heard a case out of Mississippi challenging the state's 15-week abortion law, which directly contradicts Roe v. Wade, decided in 1973. If Roe is overturned by the court, it does not mean abortions will be illegal in all 50 states. It simply means each state will have a different rule on abortion. In Democratic California, expect the procedure to continue. A new report from state pro-choice officials discussing the possibility of paying out-of-state women to come to California to receive an abortion. The report says, quote, "these funds drawn down over a medium-term number of years are needed for direct logistical and practical support for patients, such as gas, lodging, transportation, childcare, doula support, food, lost wages, etc." State Senator Tony Atkins, a Democrat from California, she's behind this push. Here's what she had to say.
I worked and provided critical services to women at a women's reproductive health clinic. And so I saw firsthand, women who had to make this decision and who needed access to abortion services.
Some of the plan discussed when the governor unveils the budget next month. A California pro-life group tells Fox News, Sandra, this is unacceptable. Using taxpayer money to bring out-of-state women in for abortions. Sandra.
Okay, David, spend on that for us. David, thank you.
Sandra, Fox News alert.
Ha?
White House briefing set to begin any moment now.
Yung bawa.
We'll bring up to you coming up.
Tana lang. Kung mababae pa rin ba?
Oh, puso yung sab.
One state just confirmed a top prosecutor who once promised
Nabigyan ko na yun, ba?
prosecute several crimes.
Bigat niya.
National Vice President for the Fraternal Order of Police,
Sino,
Joe
saan?
Grimaldi, will
Muntik ka
join
na.
us live top of the hour. Plus, Larry Kudlow, Senator Josh Hawley, and your
Hindi ang tako.
all coming up in a jam-packed hour.
10:15:55. TikTok ganda, i-open mo ganda mo na. TikTok ang face ano.
Yes, Sean, this is Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys Radio comes to Sirius XM. Her soul-stirring R&B hits. Her exclusive Sirius XM Small State Series performance at Harlem's world-famous Apollo Theater and much more. Alicia Keys Radio, 40-minute time starting tomorrow on Channel 48 and through January 6th on the SXM app.
The season of giving is finally here, and so is the holiday rush. If you're selling anything online, you don't have to face the holiday hustle alone. Stamps.com takes all the guesswork out of holiday shipping and saves you money. Easily compare prices and delivery dates across major carriers and get huge discounts, up to 40% off USPS and 76% off UPS rates. Keep your customers in the know with Stamps.com's built-in tracking tools and delivery notifications, and easily integrate shipping with all major sales channels. So whether your sales come from Amazon, Etsy, Shopify, or eBay, Stamps.com streamlines your shipping and keeps you on your customers' nice list. Deliver more smiles this holiday and start shipping and saving with Stamps.com today. There's no risk. And with promo code NEWS, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free shipping credits and a digital shipping scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. You'll be up and running in minutes. Stamps.com. Easy e-commerce shipping for less. A lot less.
Hey, Chrissy, it's Leo. We're gonna need some backup on Friday night, okay?
Leo's Limos needs to say I do to 4 commercial drivers
You booked another wedding on Saturday?
before wedding season.
No. I'll make it work.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast. Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed make your faster job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get
Jonathan, 922.
$75 for a sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
For eligible
Kapital J.
individuals, 18 or older, results vary. See website for details and important safety information.
Who wants second-rate anything? What about second-rate hearing aids? No thanks. Well, great news. With Lively Hearing Aids, you get first-rate premium hearing aid technology at a fraction of the national average price. That's right. You don't have to compromise on hearing aid quality. You get the latest hearing aid technology for less. Lively is all remote, from initial hearing tests to continuing care from your audiology team. And that saves you time and money. Now you can get first-rate hearing aid technology at a price you can afford, which means you can use what you save to take a vacation. First rate, of course. Spend less, hear better with Lively. Now get $100 off your hearing aids when you go to listenlively.com/Fox News. That's listenlively.com/Fox News. listenlively.com/FOXNEWS.
Cards issued by Celtic Bank, member FDIC. Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's credit cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.3% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/Fox News. Ramp.com/Fox News. RAMP.com/Fox News.
Fox News alert as we begin a brand new hour. Jen Psaki is set to give her daily briefing as the White House celebrates the latest jobs report. But even with the lowest jobless claims since the 1960s, there's still the highest number of unfulfilled jobs since anyone started keeping track. We'll hear what the White House has to say about that. We'll hear from Larry Kudlow.
John Street, Division Street,
Dili
Albert.
mao tong balay nga gitag-agian nato ang bagtan niyo.
Oh,
Sandra, great to be with you. I'm Mike
Oh.
Emanuel in for
Morning.
John. To the White House.
29,000 yung
We've got
bigyan.
to begin noon at 2 p.m. Eastern with
No.
President Biden's new U.S. attorney. She might be accused of being soft on crime, but she has a
Yeah,
proven
so-
record
Kanya ang iunin niyo, ano, iunin niyo 20.
asking questions.
just
BP just confirmed U.S.
check the mama doon.
Massachusetts, Rachel Rollins, back in January, a Boston News
Ano sa?
Six yung balay sa north side.
arrested for asking about
Six
allegations
yung
she
balay sa north
involved
side.
in a case of road rage.
Some complications keep us from showing that video, but if you get a moment to Google it, it is worth the watch. The person President Biden picked as his newest U.S. attorney, but that video barely begins to describe the controversy behind her Senate confirmation, which squeaked through the Senate because Vice President Kamala Harris broke the tie. Many opposed her record on crime, pointing to her time as Suffolk County District Attorney when she stopped charging criminals for more than a dozen crimes.
Among those crimes that no longer carried consequences, shoplifting, trespassing, most threats, resisting arrest, and not only drug possession, but also drug possession with intent to distribute. This confirmation coming at the same time, progressive prosecutors around the country are under fire for their policies while crime is surging coast to coast. Molly Ryan has the story for us live from Boston at this hour. Hi, Molly. Hello. The soon-to-be U.S. Attorney from Massachusetts, Rachel Rollins, has some detractors and opponents that have pointed to her policies as being weak on
Kung diyan
crime.
ang gayo, berato mag-bayo.
Emotional
Pag-uwi
capacity
ba
to her
yun?
temperament. In January, Rollins got involved in a very passionate back and
Mga
forth
bambay
with a
mga
news crew here in
kina
Boston.
kimanin mga suunat na berato ang
road
balay sa
rage
una.
incident that she had allegedly been involved with and
Ito
later
ang beratong
cleared by
balay
an
ang
ethics
dili.
panel.
Ano, disco?
And that video causing a lot of concern over the course of recent
Hindi ko
months.
na yung way mo
But
ko
she
ito.
has been
Ano yun, saan yun, disco?
by slimmest of margins, a tie-breaking vote by Vice
Uy,
President
ang
Kamala
ayo.
Harris.
Malagyan mo
The U.S. Senate
ay
confirming Suffolk
lagyan mo
County
$1
District Attorney
mo
Rachel
$1
Rollins as the next U.S.
Wow.
Attorney from Massachusetts.
Pag-una na. Motis ko dahil panit na sa una, diba? Gipay yung mga balay.
The Vice President votes in the affirmative, and the nomination is confirmed.
Nagaydag pa yun dihang Susan Rigner po, diba? Sa autismo.
Black woman to hold the post in the
Susan
state
Rigner
nominated
po,
by
napuyo sa
President Joe
autismo.
Biden in July. Republicans emphatically, unanimously fought for confirmation. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell criticized her, quote, soft on crime advocacy, and Senator Ted Cruz of Texas called her a lawless so-called prosecutor.
Big no. Ito yung bato. Pero hindi na barato. Hindi barato. Nung kinabato
Ang
ito.
pagkaon man nila kung
During
na-renovate.
run for Suffolk County DA, Rollins announced a bold pledge to not prosecute those charged with 15
balikat din mo na eh.
misdemeanors, including trespassing,
Kaya mo
shoplifting,
ito.
certain drug charges, and stand-alone resisting arrest
Lakaw
charges.
lang.
After taking office, she followed through implementing the policy plan. Rollins herself was recently investigated after allegedly abuse of power allegations against her following a parking lot traffic dispute.
Okay.
The state ethics commission dismissed those road rage allegations. Rollins and supporting advocates have pointed to research in an effort to prove non-prosecution reforms can reduce potential criminal activity. Rollins released a statement on her confirmation, writing, every policy and initiative that I have put in place as Suffolk County District Attorney has been designed to improve the safety and well-being of the communities I serve, to improve the public's trust in law enforcement and our courts, and to improve the fairness and equity of the criminal legal system. Rollins has also boldly noted data that shows Boston is one of the only major cities in America right now where violent crime is down.
Ang maintenance na eh.
Reporting from Boston on that for us. Molly, thank you.
Bago na.
Right.
Sending out to a district attorney in
Victorian.
Philadelphia who says the record high murder rate is no crisis at all. Let's go to
Pero mga
Brian
plumbing
Nees
ana
now.
na guro
He's
daot
live in
na.
Philadelphia where homicides are surging and the progressive DA is under fire. Hey, Brian.
Mike, good afternoon. This is North Central Philadelphia. This is a predominantly black neighborhood. Across the street, you'll see teddy bears marking the spot where a 27-year-old man was shot and killed in July. Right across from there, this memorial for 51-year-old Michael Muhammad. He was shot and killed in broad daylight. He was an activist here in this community. I spoke to Muhammad's fiance, Kayla Lee, and I also spoke to Stanley Crawford, the head of the Black Male Community Council here in Philly. Both have experienced tremendous loss to gun violence. Stanley's son William was shot and killed in 2018 in broad daylight. He leaves behind 5 children. Muhammad was also gunned down in broad daylight this year. They both told me that District Attorney Larry Krasner's comments about Philadelphia not having a violence or crime crisis, well, they were insulting and out of touch.
If you say that this is not a war zone, if you say this is not a crisis, either you're inhumane or your humanity has left you. We need help in the city of Philadelphia.
Maybe where he lived at, the gun violence isn't like that. But when you step on the streets of Philadelphia, it's like that. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe he lived in a different place where life is good.
A record 524 people have been murdered in Philadelphia this year. That's up 57% from 2019. More than 2,100 people have been wounded from shootings in this city, a 47% spike from 2019. Both Stanley and Kayla want Philadelphia's DA, mayor, and police commissioner do more to solve murders, police the streets, and get guns out of the hands of youth.
They are bickering with each other at the expense of the black community. They need to stop their bickering, get in the room, come up with a comprehensive plan to be able to make the community safe.
There was more undercover police where you didn't even know they was a police. Oh, these things wouldn't happen.
Ikaw kabut sa Syracuse.
The district attorney, Larry Krasner, releasing a statement just about an hour ago. He did not apologize for saying there was not a crisis of crime here, but he did say that he acknowledged that he offended people with what he called
Disgusting results of a dirty hairbrush.
He says his office
Yung hairbrush ni Mama, pating hugawa.
victims of gun violence.
Brush niya pa kay Jonathan.
Brian Enos live in Philadelphia. Brian, any thoughts? Sandra?
Let's bring in Joe Gamaldi, National Vice President for the Fraternal Order of Police. Joe, welcome. There is certain from coast to coast. We've been reporting on it daily here on this program and this network. But it appears that Democrats continue to refuse that this problem has grown.
Now, New York woman dies after being stranded in submerged car at the top of Niagara Falls.
Well, I mean, it's extremely important. I mean, imagine the audacity, the arrogance of Larry Krasner to tell his community that we don't have a problem with crime here. We don't have a problem with lawlessness. While they were experiencing the highest number of murders that they have in recorded history. And then it gets even worse. He releases a statement where he doesn't apologize for what he said. He doesn't apologize for his liberal policies that have led to this.
So, nakabayad sa una ako.
Instead, he says,
Buying
I'm sorry,
something.
I didn't choose my words better. I mean, where is the empathy for what's going on in his community? He should really do everybody a favor and just resign. But this is a pattern of what's going on in the left right now. We have Representative Omar saying she still wants to defund the police, despite the fact that Minneapolis voters said that they don't. Also, with homicide rate up 65% in Minneapolis, but she still wants to defund the police and won't acknowledge the problem. Or even better, you have AOC saying, we don't have a problem with organized retail theft. Meanwhile, we see a video daily of looting in department stores, stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of goods. And you know what?
Mag-drawing lang dahil kag-posel dere. Pwede na ka mapayag sa trabaho.
But they're not, and they're going to pay the consequences for gaslighting the public.
Si Jessamine, iyang kaupan sa trabaho, nag-drawing daw og posel. Escorta na sa guard pagawas sa building. Yeah, iyang gidrawing nga posel kay taas pa daw mag-run, tapos nag-aso-aso pa daw.
They certainly don't live in those neighborhoods, and Representative Omar still kept the private security force. And even where they tried these types of things, in D.C. they deployed violence interrupters, whatever the hell that is, and they actually saw an increase in crime in the neighborhoods that they did. But the truth is, there has been a toxic cocktail that has been shoved down the throats of the American public, of woke prosecutors like Larry Krasner letting repeat violent offenders out. We have bail reform, which has been an unmitigated disaster. The Christmas parade massacre was done by somebody who was out on bond for violent crime. The suspect who burned
business
down
that's
the
on there,
Christmas tree last night, he was out, but the tree was still smoking because he got a zero bail. And with the continued denigration and just the demoralizing of police officers across this country, it's why we're seeing a huge increase in violent crime. We had 20,000 murders in 2020, which is the first time we reached that number since the mid-90s. And in 2021, we're outpacing it. This is not sustainable, and it has to stop.
All right, so Joe, what do we do about it? We see the problem. We're acknowledging the problem. We see that it's getting worse by the day. By the way, 2-minute warning to the White House for the press briefing. It's about to begin. She will likely take a question on this. She has almost daily. But Joe, if Republicans were to take back control, Lindsey Graham held this program yesterday and predicted a wipeout in the midterm elections. What do Republicans do at this point, considering so many members of the police have left, have retired throughout this? The morale is down.
Yeah, morale is in the absolute tank, but I'm telling you, we are at a fork in the road in this country. And on one path we can go chaos and anarchy, and on the other path we can go law and order. And the way we fix this is the way we fixed it over the last 20 years, where the American police officer delivered historic crime reductions. We need to embrace the rule of law. We need to make sure that we vehemently prosecute violent criminals. And we need Republicans to run for district attorney offices on the ballot. And we need to make sure that people in their local races are supporting candidates who are standing on a platform of law and order. That's how we take our country back from this violent crime wave we're experiencing.
Unfortunately, that's not an overnight fix, right, Joe?
No, it's certainly not. But you know what? This country's worth saving. Our communities are worth saving. And we can't continue to see people being murdered in the streets wholesale. If we truly care about all of our communities, then we have to do what is best. And we have to have law and order so that we can be successful.
The folks in New York City elected a former police officer to be the next mayor. Do you think they're getting it? And you think that's a step in the right direction?
Well, I think certainly any change from Mayor Bill de Blasio is going to be a positive because he's been an absolute train wreck. He has taken what was the best, safest city in America, and he's turned it into a complete cesspool there where crime is rampant, their violent crime is through the roof, their murder rate is up over 40%. So I'm certainly hoping that this new mayor who ran on a platform of law and order is certainly going to institute some of the policies and some of the tactics that the NYPD used just a few years ago to deliver those historic crime reductions, that they'll embrace those same policies and they can bring that city back to where people actually feel safe visiting there.
Joe Maldi, appreciate you joining us. Serious problem. We're watching it. And a lot of change could be coming. We'll see if they vote for that change at the ballot box. We're looking at the White House now as we await the White House press briefing. Brian Keith is expected to talk about
Sa kami tabot ng babae ng mga polis nga imbes nga stand ka niya tinuod nga po sila yung nakuha na pleaded pa siya not guilty.
To it, to fact check, if you will, if you agree with what they're touting coming out of this White House. But really quickly, you just shot from the incoming U.S.
Ano pa niyo pasensya pa ka anak kapila mahulog balik yapon pero sa ubang bagay wag kay pasensya.
Hundreds of New York business people and gave a very strong talk on crime and law and order. Very strong, which is stuff he's been saying all along. No change. I mean, I've met with him before the election. So he'll be sworn in a couple of weeks and it'll be very helpful.
Okay. What about here from this White House? Brian, do you know well?
Balik pa na. Pwede pa na.
And they are touting
Pasensya gid sa imong video.
jobless claims to the lowest since 1969. Before we dig what do you think? I mean, Ron Klain, chief of staff, they're saying that the general public and the media are